Did Beyonce bring out Rumi because of what Kanye West said the other day? How he said, like, basically that there's something wrong with the children and that's why you don't ever see them. So Beyonce said, fuck you, Kanye. Watch me bring out my daughter in front of thousands of people and show you that she is just fine. She's healthy. She is all good. Was that a middle finger to Kanye?
Sometimes I really believe that it's good that social influencers or big popular people, celebrities like Beyonce Dems don't really want to show you their babies when the children are young. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video I'm gonna be reacting to the situation going on over TikTok with this bizarre rumor going on that Beyonce's daughter Rumi is autistic. Now this is even sad to even talk about it in the first place, but if you don't know, that's what you're gonna get into today's video. So if you have not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on so that you don't miss any time that I upload. So we all know that Beyonce is starting off her Cowboy Carter tour over on LA. So this past LA tour, she brought Rumi out alongside Blue Ivy to perform the Protector song. Now, as we all know, children are always gonna be children, and especially a child that is excited to have her mother on stage with her. And we can always say that Rumi have been dying for her chance to be on stage, right? And this girl is just so happy, bubbly person, and she came on stage, did her thing, waving everybody and whatnot. To talk of the fact that this video started going around, people are saying that the girl is autistic and that's why he's being bubbly. And my question to all these people is that if Beyonce call you on stage, are you not gonna be shaking like that? Your legs are gonna literally be shaking more than what Rumi did. I know I will, because seeing your idol, somebody that you adore, somebody that you've watched so many times, and you finally get to see the person perform with the person on stage, I know for a fact that you're gonna enjoy yourself. You're gonna have that thing. Even celebrities themselves enjoy seeing Beyonce. Celebrities themselves behave more than that when they see Beyonce themselves. So to talk of somebody that is a mother, seeing this is her first time being on stage with her mother and appreciating everybody, waving everybody. And I know also in another hand, if this girl came and she was just timid and then was just there, you're gonna be like, oh, this girl is mean, this girl is timid, why is this like that? Because when Blue came on, started the Renaissance tour, and Blue was not really, her rhythms was not hitting that much. She was good, but she's not that good the way she is now. And it was Blue's first performance, go on tour with her mother. You people came for this girl left, right, center, right? And now people saying that he's autistic and what. And according to people, all these things came because Kanye West made an alleged statement that all the Carter family children are autistic, allegedly. And all I have to say is that we all know Kanye West is bipolar. Kanye West is somebody that wanted her daughter Nord West to have a music collaboration with Diddy, and we all know what Diddy is. We all know what Diddy stands for. We all know what is happening with Diddy. So you, Kanye West, wanted your daughter to perform or collaborate a song with Diddy, and you're here telling Beyonce, doing her thing with her children, covering her children, protecting the children, that the children are autistic. Before I go in any further, I want us to go and check out some of the things that other creators have to say, because it's not everybody that is bad and everybody that is looking for that 5-minute clickbait. Some people really made sense, and some people were like said things that were actually very nice, and you can think that, oh yeah, this is why I believe in humans, and it's not everybody that is crazy as this whole thing is going. So let's go ahead and check out some of the things that other creators on TikTok had to say.
What's up, you guys? So I just wanted to chime in on the discussion about Rumi, but before we go there, I do want to just say what a beautiful moment that is for a mother, daughter, child, grandmother, just generations of beautiful women on one stage at one time. Now, being just a normal person to question what's going on with Beyonce's child, Rumi, I don't think that's weird. I think that you would question what's going on with your next door neighbor's child, with your sister's child, with your cousin's child, if they were exhibiting behaviors that are not typical of a child this age. So I think that is brave of Beyonce, and I hope she comes out and says that something is wrong, if there is something wrong, because she is one of the biggest influencers in the world. And I think that it'll help most families that are going through this. I think that it'll help normalize just talking about this kind of thing.
As we all know, Rumi and Carter are twins. So when this whole thing was going around with everybody saying that, yeah, Rumi is autistic, that's why Rumi is there, and why haven't you see Sir, which is the other boy, because one boy, one girl, and it's like everybody's like, Sir doesn't like the cameras, he doesn't like the fame, he's just there being the accountant behind the scenes for his family. And I would say the same too, because I'm also a twin, one boy, one girl, and my brother doesn't really like all this type of things. He doesn't like it, like he doesn't even like talking to even humans. We can stay in the same house for weekdays and he will literally not come out. He only come out to eat, go back to his room, be with his computer, do his thing, and that's it. Whereas me, I'm bubbly, I talk to people, not that much, like people that I know, like I'm very, very friendly with people. And when I'm out of my comfort zone, I am out of my comfort zone. And when I'm in my shell, I'm in my shell. And that's what goes with children too. You cannot have the same people, like even when you are twins. As a twin, I can say this with professionality, because if you have two people, it doesn't matter that they came the same day, they are twins. Even when they're identical, they are still not gonna have the same personality. They're still not gonna have the same things that they like. And to talk of that, there's one boy, one girl, so you're not gonna expect a boy and a girl to have the same personality, right? So this whole artistic thing, this whole why is she doing this, why is she doing that, it's kind of bizarre, and it's something that I really don't know why or how this whole thing started. And I really, really like that Beyonce is showing her children, because that's what she does, and it's good to see some of the children, just a glimpse of her life, because there are actual people that actually care about the kids and want to see the kids, because it's not every celebrity that want to have their children out there. And I do agree with that, because this foolishness is the reason why most of the celebrities are like, no, 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 I don't want my children to be in the spotlight, I don't want my children to have this thing. And then the children will be inside the house grooming their craft, making all these things, like taking their classes, taking their lessons, and then they'll come out, take a big role, and everybody start calling them a nepo baby. We see Blue Ivy putting in the work. We see Rumi now, coming on stage. But then everybody's keeping saying that she's autistic because she's bubbly. But then if she was in the house, nobody is seeing her, and all of a sudden she just pop out on the stage with Rihanna or a big celebrity, performing. They'll say, oh, nepo baby, nepo baby. This is why all the nepo babies are taking this whole thing. But then this baby came performing with her mother, perfecting her craft, and people are calling her autistic. And it's so interesting to me to see that a baby was not nervous. She was not like scared in any way. She was just being herself. She was just, you can see the video. Let's just put the video right here for you to see how wonderful and
Tell us a little bit about Rumi and how excited you are. Rumi is amazing. She's an amazing artist, like painter and creator. And so, I mean, how could they be anything else growing up in that environment? That's all we talk about is creativity and fashion and the whole thing.
What is Sir interested in?
Sir is very quiet and is very, very smart and does all of the number stuff.
you can see her grandmother literally said the only thing that Sir do is just number stuff. He doesn't care with the bullshit with the cameras and everything, and that's what he's supposed to be. And because I think the reason why a lot of people are confused with this whole situation is that right now there's a lack of creativity, there's a lack of personality. Everybody is looking the same with this Ozempic pandemic and everything. Everybody is literally looking the same. Everybody is having the same personality, the same face. So they are like, they don't know the authenticity, they don't know the originality when it comes to children having personality and all these stuff, right? But this whole thing shows, and I would say it like in the nutshell, that this whole the reason why everybody is calling this girl autistic is that they've never seen that before, and so people are scared to to like react, or things that they don't know, they're kind of scared. They don't know the words to put it to. And when they don't know the words to put it, or the name on the thing to put, kind of just put anything that they know into it, like they just name it. And I want to preface and say that being autistic is nothing bad. It's a disease that unfortunately you can't really heal, but you can control. It's a disease that a lot of people even think it's like witchcraft or something like that, but it's a genetics thing that we've not yet found a cure to, right? And it's nothing bad. It doesn't matter whether the baby is autistic or not. I just want to be perfectly clear with that. I'm not saying, I don't have anything with the girl being autistic. If he is or she is autistic, I don't think so. She just, I would do the same, and I know you would do the same. But even if she is, there's absolutely nothing bad with her being autistic, and she is fine. If she is, she have the best doctors around, she have the best coping mechanism. And if she's autistic, this is a huge thing for her, as somebody who is being autistic, like people are saying. Because we all know the typical, autistic person, they're in their shell, they don't do outing that much, they are like introvert most of the time, and they hardly come out of the show and perform like this. And this girl, like if you see from all the different angles of the video, you said that she was so happy, she was waiting for her cue, and she did her thing. She came, she did her thing. It got people talking about, which I know a lot of people are gonna tune in. And I hope to see her in, as the tour goes on. I hope that this doesn't tell Beyonce that, yeah, I'm not gonna show her again. I would love her to be out there and be herself, but we have to think of the children's mental health too. It's not everything that, yeah, I'm sick. We have to think of the child. This is a child we are talking about. This is a child. I've gotten to a point that everybody just wants to say whatever they want to say because they have camera, and nobody is gonna attack them for saying the things that they are saying. People need to be slamming with defamation suits every single day when they say something bad, and it will make people learn. But since nobody is learning, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna always be like this. People will just talk rubbish and then get away with it, right?
I don't think they're thinking much more into that. I don't know. You really
I
think?
think you'd be surprised. A lot of people started to question, oh, is there something wrong? Is that why the Carters are not bringing them out? Is that why we see so much of Blue Ivy, but we don't see the twins? And I think it was her subtle way of like, let me bring out my beautiful daughter out here on stage, show off my family, and say, screw you, Kanye, keep your mouth closed. I don't know. I think there might be something behind that. Who knows?
I think they want to stay as far away from that as possible. One thing I'm curious about is what Blue does once she turns 18. Does she go to college? Does she really pursue a career in music or dancing? I'm just curious what she gets into.
So this footage is actually from the Hollywood Raw podcast, and they're basically saying the same thing that I'm saying. Did she bring the girl out just to prove a point? And I really like the what the other guy said, that no, this is actually not what it is. They are not really thinking much through it. So know that these celebrities, everything that they do is calculated. They think about it, they know the steps. Every single thing that comes out, we see it's already been planned. So in another hand, it could be true that to prove a point, to let people stop talking about the situation, because it's been going around for several months now, I think, since the Super Bowl stuff situation and everything else. And I personally don't think so. It could be true, it could not be true. And like I said, it doesn't really matter whether the girl is autistic or not, or they have mental disability or whatnot. It's not our opinion, it's not our problem, it's not something that we are supposed to be thinking about that much. If the girl is have disability, it's their parents' problem to deal with it. And like I said, even if she is, there is so much more. She's gonna have the best quality doctor, hospital for her to be taken care of. So I really don't think this whole thing is to be like take it out of content and let it be the whole situation of the tour. The tour is going on, it just kicked off, and I want just to have a very pleasant tour. But some people in the comment section was like, she didn't bring out the son, and he might be right. Look at the little girl. What does that mean? What does that mean? That look at the little girl. What is wrong with the little girl? Somebody also says she brought out Rumi because the song is her lullaby. She wrote it about her and she did the intro. A lot of people are, speculating that that's what Beyonce brought her out and not the son. So now, not only are they saying that Rumi is the autistic, now Rumi is no longer the autistic, but Sarada is the autistic person. It's like they want to see the children so bad, and it's weird, in my opinion. It's weird. It's very, very weird. But guys, that's all I have for you today about this whole situation. It's weird to talk about children, honestly. So let me know what you think on this topic down below. As always, you can leave your opinions, but please be respectful. We can always disagree to agree. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, so that, and keeping your post notification turned on so that you don't miss any time that I upload. I'll see you guys in the next one.